Moroccan project about e-government, whole of government approach for network governance and coordination in the back offices. It's something related to my project, actually, to my academic project, on which I'm working on something similar. So the outline, I will try to cover these four elements: the e-government, the theory model, and the whole of government approach, and its relation on my behalf. Then I will talk about some drivers and forces, of course. Then the stakeholder management, and I will talk about the change management of my behalf, and I will stick to those values of Kotter change model, the eight points of Kotter. So here, just to drive your attention, that e-government has been sophisticated to reach this network presence, in which integrated offices, they try to work together in a whole of government approach. So there is an international between governments and government to citizen and citizen to government. E-government and ICTs in the history just emerged from the emerging presence in which there was only a basic information on the website, and this was on the period between, I think, the 19th and between the 19th, it's the 19th, yeah. So, what's the relation between e-government and whole of government approach? The e-gov has the power to increase synergies, especially for those wicked problems that the silo or the siloed approach cannot unravel or cannot find the solution for. And the whole of government approach has the power to make us work in a chain-oriented and give what we call a chain-oriented service delivery to citizens as well. So the whole of government approach can offer as well a solution to the crisis of communication, because it can enhance the cooperation between back offices, and it can streamline the coordination, it can simplify the communication, and we will see that so in this diagram. And the whole of governance approach, as I told you, has the power to enhance the good ethics and moralities of good governance in the field of public administration, of course, which is the theory of Max Weber in public administration. So let's look at the what can this approach can bring for us as ethics, as moralities. Here it can increase efficiency, of course, and it can enhance information sharing in back offices. It can enhance an atmosphere of working in a cooperative environment. It can increase as well competitiveness among the back office lines, and it can enhance accountability. Here we speak about mutual accountability more than horizontal accountability. So because there is a sort of transparency between governments, between units, so there we can just hold everybody or each other accountable for why you didn't do that or why. Because in a system, when you work on a system and you will just initiate an action, it gives you the date, and it gives you the date and the number of the request. It's what we call in French le système de haut d'attache, which means if you miss to just jump over that request, the system cannot delete it, which means that you are under accountability of your system as well. And we have here a sort of policy coherence that the silo approach has the problem to enhance. About the about the decreases or what's the whole of government approach will reduce is that it will reduce cost and it will reduce the waste of time, and of course there will be no duplication of work that happens due to what we call fragmentation between offices, and there will be no conflicting policies and so on decision making, and time needed to complete the task will be minimized as well. So these are the benefits of the system. So here I have to talk about what is my incentive and necessity to drive this BHAP project. There are some external drivers, of course, and there are some internal drivers. So as far as the external ones are concerned, we have the competitiveness or the competitive challenge of globalization. So we need to cope with the rhythm of globalization. And as far as we have an international pressure as well from those international stakeholders. We have the United Nations and the World Bank, and we have the OECD, for example, and the MENA. These are partnerships and conventions that we are working under their pressure. So as to promote good governance and as an output, and then promote sustainable development, which is, of course, the outcome. As far as the international drivers are concerned, we have internationally, we have the Ministry of Public Administration and Reform in Morocco is trying to launch this project of reform and implementing the ICTs into the public sector. And we have, of course, the program, it's a national strategy of Morocco, which is the eMorocco, which was launched in 2013. Then there is a necessity to bring the values, of course, and the moralities into the public sector field, in which we have to sustain good governance and not corrupted systems. So there are some forces for my project, which are, I have a clear vision and a map about my project. It's there. And the success, I will drive its success from the output, which is good governance. Output is good governance and the outcome is sustainable development. The more we have this integrated approach and interoperability among back offices, then we can enhance good communication at front offices. So a good communication in the front ends is contingent on a well-organized and well-coordinated back office communication, of course. And the spirit, I have some movers which will, I am sure that they will sustain me and help me to bring this project into